Oh my God. Okay, so have you ever been superbly disappointed with a weight loss or weight management program? Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. You thought you would lose 10 kilos in 8 weeks, right? Or maybe the beautifully sculpted model on the cover of the program had you somewhat believing that you'd have muscles and a completely different shape and a completely lower body fat level like hers after the 8 weeks. Or my personal favorite, you expect that after the program, you will stay your newly founded weight and shape forever. And then you get angry at yourself when you bounce back up afterwards. We've all been there. We've all been there. You're not alone. You're not alone. We've all been there. And if this has ever been you, I would love you to comment me below in the comments of this video, because I want you to see that you're not alone. Yeah, this is so common. Today I'm going to let you in on a few reasons as to why those things never really work out that way. Yeah, and what we can do about it. So firstly, I'll introduce myself. My name is Amelia. I am a mum of 2 gorgeous girls. I am the director and the head nutrition coach here at Innerfit for Women. My focus here in this role is solely on helping busy women cut through the noise, cut through the BS around health and weight loss, to be able to simplify it and to stop going to these extremes with weight loss all the time. We are based here in Australia. We have amazing women who work with us from all over the world who take on our programs, see amazing results. And the goal is always to find what truly works for their body to meet their goals, whatever they are, and to ensure that they are putting themselves first at least once a day. So, the main reason why you're disappointed with a weight loss program, your expectations are more than likely very unrealistic. Now, hear me out for a second. It's not you. It's not your fault. Okay? Some of these programs, some of them, promise massive results. They're coupled with fit models and success stories that are of a minority group. Now, I know that if you've done this before, you might feel like you're the only one not seeing results and that you must be the one that's broken, or you must be a failure because you couldn't finish the program or you didn't look like she did in the photo. But we need to stop thinking that. So that stops right now. You have my permission to stop that right now. I'm going to give you 3 things that I want you to remember moving forward from this video, from this point on. Number 1 is that you didn't put on 15 kilos in 8 weeks. So please stop expecting that it will come off that fast. It can, but it's not going to be sustainable, and it's not going to come without a hell of a lot of extremes. Long-term weight loss that's going to stay off should be slow, and it should be consistent if you want it to stay off once it's gone. Number 2, decent sized muscle, definitive muscle, takes years to build, not months and not weeks. It requires eating more food, a concept which women struggle with because we are taught to cut calories, not increase them. And I know that this is changing in the world, which is so good, right? But to build muscle requires eating more and doing the work. And number 3, these programs are not always, sometimes they are, but they're not always doing much for your overall lifestyle, your overall health, and your ability to maintain a healthy weight, especially if you are being promised, or the expectation is that you're going to lose a lot of weight in a short period of time. They're good to get you started, but many of them don't always teach you much beyond the point that you can lose weight by being really hungry and overexerting yourself to a point of exhaustion. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some out there too that are really good, and we're going to talk about that in a minute as well. There are some benefits of these programs. There are lots of benefits of these programs. We'll talk about that in a minute, but not always, right? We need to make sure that our expectations are realistic. So, having said that then, what should we expect from like an 8-week weight loss program? Well, first of all, the best program to get involved in is one that is more tailored to you. Shameless plug, we do that, right? But it's always going to be one that is more tailored to you and your family and your lifestyle. It's always going to be the best way to go. And yes, we do that if you want that help. But if you're not ready to dive into that, please really make sure that you are changing your expectations. And I'm going to give you 4 things that we always focus on when starting on a program, when doing like more of a generic program or challenge. So there are 4 things to focus on. Number 1 is new recipes. What new food combinations can I learn from doing a program? I can learn to like new foods. I can learn what a healthy swap might be for something that I'm currently eating. I can learn different portion sizes, all those sorts of things. If I can get 3 or 4 new recipes into my household from an 8-week program, I'm stoked, right? Because that's quite a bit when you think about how often we repeat the same meals. So it's going to be something new. So if I can get new recipes, I'm stoked. Number 2 is healthy habits. What habits am I being forced to change while doing this program? And which ones are going to be easy to maintain afterwards? Because habits are the things that drive our weight and our health. So maybe it's that you're encouraged to eat protein more in a program. Maybe it's that you're encouraged to do 4 exercise sessions in a week where you were previously thinking you only had time for 1 or 2. Maybe you start drinking more water, or you focus on better quality sleep, right? If these are things that you take out of an 8-week program, that is huge for your long-term health. We overlook them. They are critical to long-term success, and in my opinion, should be incorporated into any program or challenge, no matter what the other promises are. These should be in every single program, and they should be a focus because they're the foundational habits for long-term good health. Number 3, I love workouts, right? So if I can get some new workouts, great. I love how challenges and programs always introduce something new or a new routine for my exercise, something new to explore and add to my collection. Finding a new way to build muscle or burn fat is never a bad thing, right? Finding a new way to move your body is even better. And that's what I always look for in one of these programs. What can I learn about my body physically as well during this time? And number 4, get an understanding of the things that do and don't work for your body. This is really, really important. Let's say you start a keto challenge for 8 weeks. You follow it all the way through, but you don't like the food. Your body doesn't respond well. You feel really tired and fatigued all the time or something like that, right? These things happen. You get through the programs, but you still complete the program. You now know that keto isn't something that gives you joy. It isn't something that gives you energy, and it's not something that you can actually sustain long term. So it might not be in its full-blown capacity right for you. Or maybe you do an exercise challenge where you have to do weight sessions 5 times a week, right? All of a sudden you've gone from maybe 1 workout a week to 5 during this challenge. You get through the challenge. You do it because it's part of it and you're not giving up. You're not stopping before the 8 weeks, right? And that's the biggest thing too. We can't give up. You get through the challenge. It's been hard, but what you've done is you've learned that your body can actually move more. It actually does respond well to exercise, but the biggest thing is that you can find time to exercise and to do workouts. That's what you learn about yourself. And so from that point on, from that challenge, you're like, that was hard. 5 was a bit much, but I can find the time. I had to find the time and I can find the time. I'm going to keep doing this. So ladies, what I think the best weight loss program is one that includes foods that are simple and easy to implement, but also foods that you like, routines that you can manage around work and family, and those routines and habits that are focused on building those long-term habits that are going to sustain results rather than you putting the weight back on at the end of the 8 weeks. We don't want to go extreme and then go back to what we were doing. We need to be able to maintain it. So we need to learn. If nothing else, go into a program, yes, to get results, absolutely. But more than that, what can you learn about yourself during that time? That is the key. Reduce your expectations of completely transforming your body in 8 weeks, because it rarely ever happens, and thinking that even if you do get some of those results or you do transform your body, you're going to keep it off automatically. That's not going to happen. We need to build those habits and those routines through that program to be able to continue to get those results. Now, I hope that's been beneficial for you. Thank you for showing up with me today. It's just a quick one, but I do have a freebie for you today. It is our 5-day Fat Loss Kickstarter. It's beautiful, just 5 days. It gets the ball rolling. It is not going to get you a big transformation in 5 days. Now, I know what you might be thinking, right? Oh, goody, another program, when she just told us about the expectations of a program. But here's the thing. All of those things that I mentioned above about new recipes, new routines, new habits, finding things that work for your body, that's exactly what we write into our programs. I take all of that as our foundational principles before I do anything else when I write a new program. And we've got a few of them on our website. All of our programs are structured so that you can try something new with foods that you actually love. You can swap things out as well. All of our programs are structured so that you can build new healthy habits that you might otherwise overlook as being insignificant or basic. They're the things that are actually going to get you results. And all of our programs are structured to have you eating real food and filling your bodies for growth, for fuel, and of course, some fat loss, right? All at the same time. Fat loss is important. That's why people go on these programs. They're all at the same time. We're going to have all of those things happening. Now, here is one thing that I can promise you. If you take any of our programs and do them exactly as they are written out, movement, water, portion sizes, everything that we do, for the length of time we've set it for, you will feel better. You will see results, and you will be learning new things about yourself, about food, about the food around you, about how your body moves. So, it's kind of like a little bit of a challenge, right? I'm going to drop the link to our free program in the comments below. Go and grab it for yourself, try it, then come back here and let me know what you learned about yourself in just 5 days. Let me know what you thought of the program. Let me know all of it. I'd love to hear it. Let me know what you learned about yourself in just 5 days. And then imagine what you could do if you did it for 4 weeks or 8 weeks. All right, lovely ladies. Thank you for having me today. I hope that has been useful for you. Go and learn something about your body that you can put into place for long-term health.